regards to the names, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would not encourage the changing of a name unless it had the negative connotation of some kind of faulty or false meaning.
Or negative meaning.
Or negative meaning. If it had, of course, something that contradicts the concept of Tawheed, like Abdul Muttalib, which was the name of his grandfather, even though there is an exception in this case for the Prophet's grandfather being someone who lived before Islam. However, the slave of al-Muttalib means really that some thought because of his dark complexion that he was the slave, the one who came with it, he was a slave of al-Muttalib. The meaning is that the name isn't really that acceptable. Today people call Abdul Nabi, the slave of the Prophet. This is of course in direct contradiction to the concept of the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal. Slavery is to Allah, none other than Allah. And if this is the case, then the name has to be changed. If this is the case, that the name gives a connotation or denotes shirk in any way, then it should be changed to a name that denotes something that is beautiful, specifically in the concept of Tawheed. Abdullah and Abdurrahman being the most beautiful and beloved names to Allah Azza wa Jal, as the sound hadith, أحب الأسماء إلى الله عبد الله وعبد الرحمن وأصدقها حارث ومرة. And the most truthful amongst names is Harith, Harith wa Hammam. I'm sorry, Harith wa Hammam. Harith meaning someone who is always in a state of doing and active. Hammam is someone who's always in concern of matters that are beneficial. So if the name doesn't have this negative connotation, if it doesn't have any faulty meaning, one shouldn't really concern themselves of changing the name. Keep the name that was given to you by your father. There is an incident that I would cite, and I'd close with this inshallah. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib, rahimahullah, the follower of his time, he was known to have a grandfather in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who had the name Hazan. And Hazan means sadness or sorrowness or grief, something of this meaning. And the Prophet tried to change the name of his grandfather, and his grandfather refused. He said, I will not change a name that was given to me by my father. So Sa'id ibn Musayyib, recognizing the fault or the problem of rejecting this suggestion by the Prophet, he said, La zal al-hazanu fina, that sadness has been a quality or something that we have a characteristic in our family since that time. For refusing that the Prophet's advice was something beneficial for him. So in short, akhi, if the name doesn't have a foul meaning, it doesn't contradict the concept of Tawheed, then leave and keep the name that was given to you. If you prefer a name that is more attached to the meanings of Islamic meaning, then this is a plus and inshallah an act of worship, and one would be rewarded for it on the Day of Judgment by the will of Allah.
Also, if you look at the Sahaba, radiallahu anhum, Umar, radiallahu anhu, before he embraced Islam, what was his name? Umar.
Yes.
Khalid was Khalid.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? They were just, someone could argue they're just Arabic names. You know what I mean?